Finally, you managed to hide the bodies you had killed, and now you want to escape from there. Along the escape route, various thoughts and hallucinations twist in your mind, whispers, ambiguous and terrifying sounds, and even horrifying images constantly haunting your mind. With each step closer to the exit door, you feel more fear and stress creeping into your being. When you finally reach the exit door, you realize with horror that it's locked and there is no way out. At that moment, suddenly, from the surrounding speakers, you hear the cries and moans of victims that your actions have reached. The sounds are so real and terrifying that it feels like they're right there beside you. These sounds shake your entire being and instill a deep fear into your heart. In these moments of anxiety and terror, you feel helpless except to sit in your place and wait. Suddenly, you realize that you're destined to be punished by the very victims the sheep in your hands. Endless terror and anxiety engulf your entire being. You don't know what to do. The only sound of your heart beating fast and insanely resonates in your ears. You decide to search for another way out. You search every nook and cranny of the building, but find no escape route. The vaults seem to be closing in on you, and the enclosed space becomes narrower and darker with each passing moment. Amidst it all, the cries and the moans of the victims still echo from the speakers. These sounds twist in your mind, getting closer to reality with each passing moment. Suddenly, you feel shadows moving around you, vague and ghostly shadows emerging from the dark concerns of the room towards you. You rub your eyes trying to shake off these hallucinations, but it's futile. The shadows draw nearer every moment, taking on the terrifying faces of your victims. Your breath quickens and your legs lose their ability to move. Eventually, the shadows surround you, and the sound of cries and moans reaches its peak. You feel cold, icy hand reaching out towards you, and you can't escape from them. Fear and terror grip your soul, and as you tremble, you realize this is your knocking. In the final moments before plunging completely into darkness, a thought crosses your mind. This is the revenge of those mercilessly taken by you. You must now pay the price of your actions with no escape from this bitter and dark fate. As the dark shadows of the victims draw near, you feel like your mind has become a battleground. Sinister and terrifying thoughts, like monsters from the depth of darkness, boil in your mind, attacking you more and more with each passing moment. These thoughts fill every corner of your being and pull you closer to madness with each passing. The sounds of cries and wails echo in your mind, and you recall images of your past, scenes of events and deeds you've committed. Each image plunges like a sharp blade into your mind, inflicting a new wound on your psyche. You try to escape these thoughts, but the harder you try, the more you drown in them. These sinister thoughts have enveloped your mind like an invisible person. They emerge from every corner, assuming the terrifying faces of your victims, although you try to convince yourself that they're just figments of your imagination. The reality is that you can't escape them. They become a part of you, a part you can't ignore or forget. The images of the past come alive more and more with each repetition. The sound of devilish slaughter, the separate cries and agonizing screams of your victims replay in your mind. These thoughts are like heavy chains binding your soul and dragging you into the depths of darkness. Eventually, you realize that these sinister thoughts are part of your punishment. They are a manifestation of the horrific deeds you've committed. You're trapped in your own snare with no way out. These thoughts consume you, plunging you into the depths of this terrifying darkness where all that remains is fear, remorse, and pain. As you think deeper into this darkness, you feel yourself drifting further away from the real world, drawn into a realm of nightmares and vile thoughts. The shadows of your victims now appear entirely clear and real. They glare at you with eyes full of hatred and revenge. Each glance feels like a burning flame soaring. Amidst this, other voices assail you, the whispers of demons in your ears constantly repeating that you deserve this fate, that you deserve all this pain and suffering you're now experiencing. Although you try to silence these voices, they persist. They arise from every corner of your mind, guiding you towards an endless madness. You feel trapped in an infinite spiral of fear and terror, a spiral with no end in sight. You can no longer distinguish reality from illusion. Although at times you try to bring yourself back to reality, it's futile. The dark and sinister thoughts have ensnared you, leaving no escape. With each passing moment, you feel yourself sinking deeper into this darkness with no light to save you. In these moments, the only thing left is a deep sense of remorse and despair. Remember how ruthlessly you've taken the lives of your victims, without any regard for their feelings or lives. Now, these thoughts torture you like endless nightmares. Perhaps this is your punishment. Perhaps these sincere thoughts and terrifying shadows are the only way for you to understand what you've done. You know, live in a world of darkness and terror, a world you've created yourself with no way to escape it. This is your end, an end accompanied only by weak thoughts and mental darkness, and you're commanded to live in this mental hell forever. While drowning in this darkness and terror, a small spark of hope forms in your mind. Maybe there is a way to escape this mental hell. Perhaps you can control your wicked thoughts and free yourself from this nightmare. You decide to fight these thoughts instead of succumbing to them and find a way out. The first step is to accept your past actions. You must acknowledge what you've done and take responsibility for them. You promise yourself not to repeat such actions and seek a way to make amends. This acceptance and promise are the first steps to controlling your thoughts. Next, you begin to focus on your breath. Deep, steady breaths help you find peace and calm your troubled mind. Each deep breath brings you closer to the present moment and reduces the intensity of fear and terror. Then you start practicing mindfulness. You try to focus all your sins on the present moment. You listen to the sounds around you, feel the smell of the air, and perceive the sensations in your body. This practice helps you distance yourself from terrifying thoughts and be more present in the current moment. Over time, you begin to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Whenever a nasty and dark thought comes to mind, you try to replace it with a positive and soothing one. This may be tough at first, but with practice and repetition, it gets easier over time. You decide to create conditions for yourself rather than fighting your thoughts. You find better ways to manage them. You must learn to accept your past and move on from it. But don't let it destroy you. Ultimately, by accepting, practicing deep breathing, practicing mindfulness, and gradually replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, you start to take control of your negative mental thoughts. The darkness and terrifying shadows gradually fade away, and you find light and peace in your life again. Although this path isn't easy and requires time and effort, you succeed. You prove that you can escape your mental hell and start life anew, this time with a calmer heart and a clearer mind. On the journey of improvement and controlling your thoughts, you decide to actively help others, perhaps to alleviate some of the burdens of your sins. You know you can't change your past, but you can make up for your mistakes by doing good deeds in the present. To enhance mindfulness and better control your thoughts, you start meditating. Every day, you allocate time to silence and focus on your breath. These exercises help you identify negative and frightening thoughts and pass by them without judgment. Gradually, you realize that your mind and heart have become calmer. Fewer terrifying shadows come your way, and you can confidently continue living. You feel like you've regained control of your life and can move forward with strength and self assurance. On this journey, you meet people who become your new friends and companions. These individuals recognize you for your good deeds and efforts, not for your dark past. These friendships give you more motivation to continue your path and be better every day. Perhaps the most important lesson you learn on this journey is that the power to change and improve lies within yourself. You learn that it's never too late for change and anyone can, with effort and determination, steer their life towards improvement. In the end, you break free from your mental hell and move towards a new and bright light. You have not only overcome your negative and dark thoughts, but you have also become a better and stronger person. Your life has found a new meaning, and you can move forward with a lighter heart and a calmer mind, creating a brighter future for yourself and others. At the end of this challenging journey, you find that reality and peace are in your hands. With effort, patience, and determination, you have managed to escape the trap of negative mental thoughts and move towards light and peace. You also learn that hope and the power of inner change lie within each individual. Therefore, with faith in yourself and your inner strength, you can overcome any challenge and create a life filled with love, peace, and meaning. If you calm your mind, everything will fall into place. Buddha.